Hey kiddos. All right, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? It's grammar day. Oh yeah, it's back. We had a little hiatus because we had some things to do, but now it's back and we're moving into nouns. Now you might say, nouns? I learned about that in elementary school. I'm a middle schooler now. But can you determine a common noun versus a proper noun? Let's give it a shot. So a common noun is a general name for a person, place, thing, or idea. This is probably what you're the most familiar with. Person, place, thing, or idea, right? This sounds like a noun. So some examples are doctor, hospital, medicine, recovery. What are the common nouns in this sentence, though? The cat ran across the street. Where are those nouns? Cat and street. Now, they're just common nouns. There's no name of a cat. There's no name of a street. There's no capitalization happening on the nouns. It's not, Opal ran across Mason Avenue. Nope. Just common cat, common street. Let's try proper nouns. So a proper noun is the name of a particular noun. The name of a particular noun. Only proper nouns need to be capitalized. Now, why is that? It's because they have someone's name or title in it. So, for example, the word hospital is just a common noun, right? We learned that in the last slide. But what if I said Mercy Hospital? That's a particular hospital. That's a certain hospital we're talking about. And it's capitalized, so that is a proper noun. So let's look at this sentence. Dr. Stern can always calm anyone's worries. Where is the proper noun? Dr. Stern. Dr. Stern is someone's title and last name. So instead of just saying the word doctor can calm anyone's worries, just any old doctor. Nope, this one has his name or his last name and his title of doctor. So it is a proper noun. Let's do some practice. So get out a piece of paper. You can pause the video if you need to. I want you to number your paper 1 through 5 at the bottom. And then on the next slide, you're going to find 5 sentences that all contain common nouns. Common nouns. Look at each sentence, 1 through 5, and write down what you think the common nouns are. Let's give it a shot. All right. Number 1, the usher in the theater shines his flashlight on the empty seat. Pause your video and write down the common nouns. Number 2, spiders spin webs to catch insects. Pause your video and write down the common nouns. Number 3, the visitors admired the statues outside the museum. Pause your video and write down the common nouns. All right, let's check your work. So the answer key for number 1, I'm going to get my fancy little laser pointer on here. Usher, if it said Usher James, that's his title and his name. That would be a proper noun, but this just says some random usher in the theater, just a random theater, no name, shines his flashlight, not a name brand flashlight apparently, on the empty seat, not the lazy boy or what's another name of a sofa or a seat? I have no idea. Number 2, spiders spin webs to catch the insects. Spiders, just a random spider, not a tarantula or a describing, what's another one? Black widow. Spins, that's an action word, so we know that's not a noun. Webs, that is a common noun. To catch insects, just random old insects, not butterflies or beetles. Nope, just insects. Now, the visitor admired the statues outside the museum. So the visitors, it doesn't say somebody's name. It just says the visitors, some people. admired the statues, not the Statue of Liberty or the Washington Monument. Nope, just random statues outside the museum, not the Minnesota Museum of Art, not the Walker Museum, just a museum. Make sense? Now let's try it with proper nouns. So skip 1 or 2 lines from the answers you gave from the last slide. Then, again, number down your paper starting with 1 and ending with 5. Then on the next slide, you will find sentences that all contain proper nouns. Look at each sentence, 1 through 5, and write down the proper nouns. Here we go. Now, again, we're looking for proper noun. That means the fancy way. We've got titles, names, capitalization. Those are things we want to be looking for. Number 1, T.S. Eliot wrote a poem about a cat named McCavity. Pause your video and write down the proper nouns. Number 2, in the midst of ancient Greece, Cerberus was a watchdog with 3 heads. Pause your video and write down your answers of proper nouns. Number 3, Alyssa wrote a story about a space creature from Mars. Pause your video and write down the proper nouns. And number 4, to some Native Americans, the buffalo is a symbol of good fortune. Pause your video and write down the proper nouns. All right, let's check it out. Here's our answer key. So with number 1, we have somebody's name. We have 2 people's names, or 2 nouns' names. T.S. Eliot, that is the name of the author. His first name, initials, and his last name. The only other thing I see that's capitalized, that's a noun, is McCavity, the name of the cat. Meow. Number 2, in the midst of ancient Greece, Cerberus was a watchdog with 3 heads. So we had Greece and Cerberus. Greece is capitalized because it's the name of a place, a specific place, a particular place, not myths of ancient countries. Nope, this is a specific country, Greece. Cerberus was the name given to the watchdog with 3 heads. So Cerberus is the name of the dog. Number 3, Alyssa wrote a story about a space creature from Mars. Alyssa is the name of the girl who wrote a story. Here's the next capitalized letter, that's a noun. Mars, the name of a planet, a particular planet. And then the next one, only 1 in this, but it's 2 words. To some Native Americans, the buffalo is a symbol of good fortune. Native Americans is capitalized. How come? Well, it's the formal name of a group of people. That's why. All right, so here's the next part. Turn off my pointer. I'm going to exit out of this screen. Now that we've done our lesson, you're going to go and do some practice. So in Google Classroom, you're going to find the next assignment that's called Common Proper Noun Practice at Home. So on the next slide, drag the green common and proper noun text boxes to the correct picture, either proper cat on the left or common cat on the right. You'll see the difference in a minute. Remember, common noun is a general name for a person, place, thing, or idea, and it's not capitalized. But a proper noun is the name of a particular noun, and it's always capitalized. So when you go to the next slide, aren't they cute? So this little kitty is very proper in his tie and collar and fuzzy hat. That is where you will grab the text boxes and drag them to the right spot, either on the proper noun side or on the common noun side. Look at this little kitty in his common froggy hat. And you will continue to do this with all of the boxes. Make sense? Now, you can tell, if you followed along on the lesson, that I'm making some mistakes. So don't copy my answers, okay? Once you finish this, you need to go to The next part, the homework part, the homework form in Google Classroom, grammar, homework, common and proper nouns, looks just like this. And complete the homework. When you're all done, click submit here, then go back to Google Classroom and hit turn in. All right, make sure you do all of this before 11:59 tonight. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. See ya.